Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I'll let everybody know this is a live stream. So if you are not accustomed to watching live streams, you should know that if you catch this on the replay, you should watch it all the way to the end. But it's late on me this morning that I have to reinforce something that I might not have had to reinforce in a while. These people cannot touch you with a 10-foot pole. Again, it's been laid on me. I had to reinforce this. I haven't reinforced this in a while. Your enemies cannot lay a hand on you with a 10-foot pole. They're nowhere close to you. They're not in your jurisdiction. They're not in your area spiritually. Even if they're in your area physically, you have a hedge of protection around you. These people cannot touch you. They can't touch the things that you do. They can't touch the things that you think about. They can't touch the people that you love. It is over with. It is over with. Anybody who seeks to set out to control your mind, control your moves, control your circumstance, it's over with. And they having to realize that this morning. That's what I'm on. So if you ain't on that, then you on the wrong place, because I'm on that. What's up, Divine? What's up, Deanna? On this morning, people is shocked, alarmed, afraid. There's so many emotions running through people's mind about you right now. It's crazy. People understand now that they severely underestimated you. That they made an assumption and they made a notion about a perception that they had about themselves. And that they were actually projecting how they felt about themselves on you. And for some of y'all, if somebody projected something on you in a moment of weakness, it might have got stuck a little bit longer than it should be. But you know good and well that ain't you, and it ain't your personality, that ain't your nature, it ain't your makeup. What's up, Liz? What's up, DJ? So this morning, it's a bunch of head scratching going on in the atmosphere because people don't know what to do next. All the attacks are getting weaker and weaker. Let's say you in a fight with somebody and you keep on throwing this right hook. I'm going to use video games, for example. I keep throwing this one play. It's a hook. It's a hook. I kill everybody with this play. But if I run that play all day, if I run that play all game, people get wise. People get hip to it. And that's what's going to happen. Is you done got hip to some stuff in the spiritual realm, and people are like, how you got hip to that? Well, how many times you think you was gonna run that? How many times you think you was gonna run that play? How many times you think you was gonna try that? And so now people are like, oh man, you smart. A lot of these people that came for you, be it family, friends, co-workers, actually thought they were smarter than you. That's bananas. They gave themselves too much credit to know things, and it's not panning out. It's not panning out. And now people are shocked and amazed. That's not going to change, and it's going to get worse. Because here's the thing, and this is the thing that's really messing people up in this season. Is people is upset about the things that they can actually see. People is upset about the things that they're actually seeing with their own eyes. See, these people have a tough time perceiving things. Well, I'm not going to say that. They can perceive things in the spirit, but they put more weight on what they can actually see with their own eyes. And what they can see with their own eyes got them tight. Not even knowing that after your battle, after you've been through whatever you've been through, you learn not to even say everything and show everything and tell everything. So now people worried about what they know and what they don't know. Now people are worried about what they do know, what they see you've done, what they see you've changed. People is upset that you know them. People is upset that you know them so good that you'll never speak to them again. Sheesh. That's for somebody this morning. People will realize now that you know them so good and you know the enemy's tactics so well, and that you done seen behind the veil so far that you even never part your lips to speak to them or be seen around. You just won't even. Evil and good can't stand together. This is what's surprising. Number one, I'm giving you S's this morning. This is what's surprising. I'm going to give you 4 S's. Number one is your standards. For whatever reason, when people saw you in whatever place that they saw you, they thought that they could. They thought that you didn't have any standards. They thought that your standards and your lines and your borders could be moved, and maybe they could. But now people understanding, your standards of what you like to do, they thought you was just messing, but now they understand your standard of living, the standard of what you believe, your standard of what you expect out of your family, your standard of what you expect out of people that's in your life. Your standard, not only is it high, but it's sturdy. It's surprising. Their mind is blown. Where you get the standards from? Where you get your taste level from? I didn't know that when I was coming for you. Second S, strength. For some of you, people really thought you was a weakling. I don't know who that is. And don't get mad at me when I say it. But people, for whatever reason, whatever type of state they saw you in, they thought you were a weakling. So now people's mind is blown just about the sheer strength that you possess. Ah, man, they strong. You ever seen somebody stronger than you thought? You ever seen somebody stronger than you thought? But here's the thing about that sneaky strength, that old man strength they call it. You don't know nothing about it till you tussle with it. You get in a fight with it, you will see what Uncle Leroy really about. You get in a fight, you see what Miss Jackie really got going on. Another S, status. People are mind blown because they didn't understand your status. Status. Some of you got status in heavenly places. Because when I say that word, I hear you saying, "Look, I don't get." I hear a lot of people looking at themselves when I said status. Now, some of you got status in the world that these people didn't know about, but some of you got status in heavenly places. Some of you, your ranking is because of your job. See, your ranking is based on your job. You rank high because you got a big job to do. Somehow I get confused that your ranking is for show or your ranking is because of your experience. But your ranking should be based on the job you got to do right now in this season. And when people came up against you and they started trying to see what's going on, they're like, "Oh, this is a high rank official. I just didn't know." Their mind is blown. Number 3 is just sustainability. Sustainability. The ability to sustain. The ability to last long. It's a long fight. The ability to walk the desert. The ability to depend on God to give you food and give you manna from heaven. The ability to sustain. That's surprising. Their mind is blown because mind can sustain themselves. If I put them in the ocean, they would sustain it. If I put them in the desert, they would sustain it. When they was in the cold, they would sustain it. When they was sick, they would sustain it. When they was healthy, they would sustain it. The sustainability is surprising. It's a long fight to fight with a chosen one. It's a long. You better pack a lunch. What they say. You better pack a lunch and bring a water bottle. And if my computer allows me, I'm going to give you this before I go. It's in Proverbs. I'm going to put it in the chat afterwards because my mom sent it to me. Sent it to me totally separate. But basically what the scripture was saying was that it's your good godly works that silence the enemy. I'm going to put it in the chat later. But it was the good works that silenced the enemy. Everybody that said your name wrong gonna have to zip it up. But the only way they zip it up is through your good works. It's not through your good work. It's not through your good job. It's not through your good income source. But it's through your good works. How you spoke to people. How you been patient with people. How you been kind. Have you been upstanding? Have you tried to show virtue? Have you tried to show you good character? That's your works. And God says specifically, the good works destroy the enemy. See, it's hard to destroy the enemy when the enemy doing bad works and you doing bad works. Ooh. They don't like when I talk like this. It's very hard to destroy the enemy when the enemy doing bad works and you doing bad works. But your good works, the good fruit in your hand, it's going to yield a reward in this season.